Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. No, I am not outside. I am back in my gear room because today is another installment where I talk about Lego and not camping because it's convenient and easier to do. Is it any cheaper? No. Am I warm and comfortable? Yes. Am I covered in bug bites? Also no. So recently I went to the Lego store in my nearest big city in Tulsa, which I've actually never been to. It's been there for like 2-3 years. I've never been to it. And I went there a couple weeks ago and I did a little bit of shopping. Once I saw the sign, I almost started skipping. I kind of regret not skipping into that store actually. That would have been fun. I got 2 new sets, both of them for under $100, not under $100 each, but under $100 each. There, spit it out. And I'm pretty proud of that. It's I know Lego is not the cheapest hobby. I can't find a cheap hobby. And to walk out with 2 sets that were just recently released for under $100, I'm pretty proud of that. Not a whole lot. It's like $4 and some change, but under $100 is under $100. So what did I get? Well, I got these 2. I got the new Artemis rocket launch system and the new Speed Champions Back to the Future DeLorean, which I'm really stoked about. So let's talk about this one first because it's right here. So this is the new 2026 release of the Back to the Future DeLorean time machine, which is just ever so cute and quite well detailed in there. You've got all your pipes, you've got the Mr. Fusion. It does have the pieces to change out the license plate to put it into the barcode, and it has the pieces to switch the wheels out so they lay flat like it's in flying mode. I have those actually just over yonder. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to have this one. I do like the detail in it. I like that it has the little cable that goes around, all the little blue accents, the Mr. Fusion. It has the flux capacitor on the inside of it, although it doesn't light up, it's still there. But this here is a really fun piece to build. It was really good. I enjoyed every minute of it. It's 357 pieces and it's retailing like most Speed Champions, which is $27.99. And for the price, it's not bad because you get not one, but you actually get 2 minifigures. You get a Doc Brown and a Marty McFly. And the cool thing about these 2 is they're also, double-faced. You got 2 faces on either side of them, and I think that's awesome. That's Marty's. I'll put the steering wheel. Let's get him, rip his hair off. And you've got Dr. Brown with his outfit and happy face. And then you've got his other not so happy face with a bandage on his head because he fell down and knocked his head on the toilet, and that's how he came up with the idea of the flux capacitor. What I really like about the minifigures, especially on the Marty McFly, is he has an extra piece, which is actually his vest. Because he wears that vest that is referred to as a life preserver in the first movie. And they actually had this as an added piece onto him instead of painted on him like it is on this one. This one is it's printed onto him. It's just flat base. It's just there. I like this one because it does add a lot of extra dimension. It gives it more depth. It really looks the part. Really cool little figure. This is a great addition if you already have the larger Technic DeLorean as well, which obviously I do, which is one of the greatest builds I've done so far with the opening gull-wing doors, the Mr. Fusion with the banana and the soda can in there that he throws in there at the end of the first movie. And of course the light up flux capacitor. So these 2 together is a great addition if you have this already or if you don't have this one already. This is a great addition to your collection. And yes, this one here is dressed up for the 3rd movie because I just pulled this off my desk at work on the way here so I could shoot this video. And I have it set for part 3, going into Wild Wild West. So if you have the large one, you should get the small one. If you don't have the large one, you should also get the small one and the big one too, because why not? That's why we make money, right? As I mentioned, you get 2 minifigures just like you do with the Technic one. You just got to make sure they don't meet each other because then you'll have a bona fide time paradox, in which case time itself will rip itself apart and then we're all doomed. Next thing I want to talk about is the Saturn V. I have that one though. Is the new Artemis rocket launch system. This was also a great build. I learned about this 2 days before I got it and decided I had to have it, and 2 days later I had it. This is all Technic, and it does have some really cool features on it. It's pretty good size. You crank it, rocket separate, and see if it stays in the frame. Oh, not really, but you can kind of see up here at the top of the frame. Now, I have to bring it up here, but as you can tell, the Orion capsule also separates from the main rocket fuselage as well, which I think is great. It comes with 4 micro minifigs. Actually comes with like 6, actually, because they have 2 spares, but you have room for 4 minifigures up here, or micro figures, sorry. You get 4 micro figures with this rocket, and then you just crank it back down, and then it separates, or it recombines it and separates. And there's your rocket. Isn't that cool? That is awesome, and it works on a spinning gear, as you can see in front, but also has a chain rope and pulley mechanism that brings the Orion capsule off of the fuselage. So that's really cool. I like this one. Another neat feature, let me get this back up here, is you can take the front of this. Oh no, I'm breaking things off of it. Oh, it's just a flame. Oh, let me get that up. Whatever. But you can pop the front of this up like the hood of a car, and you can see the gears and the intricate workings on the inside of it. So I think this is just absolutely fabulous. This has quickly become one of my favorite ones I've put together so far, mostly because I love anything with moving parts. I like things I can interact with. 3, 2, 1. I really am just a giant kid right now at this point, and I don't care. That's why I do this. This was a really great build. I had a lot of fun putting this one together. Now that it's put together, the day that I finished it, I was just launching it and putting it back down. I probably did that 30 times maybe. And then I took it to work, and I invited several of my coworkers to indulge their inner child and launch the rocket. And of course they did, and their eyes lit up too, because we're all kids at heart, really. I mean, we're just that generation. We never really grew up, we just grow old. And we have adult money, so we buy adult toys. And I love being part of that generation. And I love the fact that YouTube is just a giant show and tell platform. And that was my favorite activity to do in school, is show and tell. And now I just get to do that. I just get to show and tell all my Legos, like the 2 DeLoreans and my rocket. And eventually I'll get to everything else. Those are my 2 latest editions. If you don't have either one of these, I highly recommend them both. Thank you very much for joining me. If you like this type of content, you want some more of it, please like, subscribe, leave your comments, thoughts. Do you have either one of these yet? Do you have the big one too? Are you going to get it? Let me know. Stick around. I've got more Legos coming. I've got another one that is still sitting off to the side that I haven't put together since I got it in Christmas. And now that I have a table to build my stuff on and a shelf to put my stuff on once it's done, I can put it together. Speaking of which, this is actually new. I don't know if you've seen my other videos before, seeing where I got the Slumberjack 0 degree underquilt. I showed it off in this room, and this wall here, it used to be more like this color you see over here on the side. Added this awesome little shelf. I've got things all the way from the floor all the way to the top that you can't see. So I've got a place to put more Legos. And if you're a keen-eyed person, you can already see one Lego that's on my shelf that was a free gift for a limited time with only one particular purchase. Can you tell what that is? I'm not going to bring it any closer. You're just going to have to see it from there. You can tell what that is? Huh? You know what that comes with? Do you know what that comes with? I know what it comes with, and I'm probably going to start putting it together this weekend. So that's all I've got to show you today. Thank you very much for joining me in my episode of Lego Show and Tell. I do hope you have enjoyed this little bit. Please let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and until the next one, y'all keep on building.